Hello. I used to think that I was an animal lover. I even used to think I was an animal lover when I was eating animals. Somehow I convinced myself that I can care about animals and at the same time eat them. When in reality what I was doing was that I was paying for someone to artificially inseminate an animal to make it pregnant. And then when the babies are born, I would pay for someone to remove the babies from their mother. After a day or a couple of weeks, a month, maybe 7 weeks, they would be taken away from her and then raised in captivity with no possibility for natural behavior. And then when the animals are big enough, I would pay for someone to pick them up from the farm, force them into the back of a truck, and then drive them to the slaughterhouse. And then force them to get out of the truck and into the slaughterhouse, where of course they understand that death is waiting. And then I pay for someone to shoot a bolt into their head so they would lose their consciousness but not die. And then hang them upside down and then cut the throat open so the blood would flush out. And it will flush out better and quicker because the heart is still pumping, because they are not dead yet. And this is the normal procedure of a slaughter. And then finally they would bleed to death. And then I pay for someone to rip the skin off this animal and then cut her or him up into pieces. And then I pay for someone to pick up the pieces from the slaughterhouse and drive them to the supermarket. And that's where I would contribute with my own money, because I would buy the body parts and happily give my money so that this production could continue. Then I bring the dead animal home, I cook it in the frying pan or in the oven with seasoning, herbs, salt and pepper to make it taste good, and then I would eat it. And I would still call myself an animal lover. I don't know why it took 23 years before I realized that I was a hypocrite. And then finally I started to look into it, and I discovered that not only can I avoid harming and killing animals, I can also drastically reduce my risk of getting any of these common diseases like cancer, breast cancer, blood cancer, and heart disease, stroke, obesity of course, depression, diabetes, Alzheimer's, the list goes on. And as if that wasn't enough, I can help save the planet, because animal agriculture is the single largest leading cause of environmental destruction. So not only would we survive without exploiting animals, we would thrive without it. The animals would thrive, the planet would thrive. And it's such a relief to know that I don't have to harm animals. I don't need to. There's no need to. And it's really great to see that a lot of people are listening and they're open and they're ready to make the connection. It's really good to see. And yeah, that's what I wanted to say today, and thank you for listening. Remember that it's your daily actions and your daily choices that make a difference. It is. We have the power in our hands. Okay. Have a good day or a good night and take care. Ha det bra. Hej hej.